I've never looked for a job.
Are you serious?
I've never applied for one.
Yeah.
I've never written a CV.
Yeah.
I've never written an application letter. I've never been in an HR office. Yeah, I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Growing up, I always want to be a star. Every time where I see an opportunity to make money, I'll go for it. It's a wrong perception.
Okay.
That Uganda does not have good fabrics. All my life I've never been to a vacation. The very first time that I tried, actually that's when I got to understand they're not my things. Wedding's happening the next day. It's about 10 p.m. in the night. You're done. Then one demon tells you, we need to steam, we need to press iron this suit one more time. Then the entire back gets burnt. The flight is at 4 a.m. You have to look for extra fabric.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. This is the time that I actually saw God walk on water.
Welcome back to Originaires. This week we have the proprietor and owner of one of Kampala's biggest menswear brands called Larry Casual. Of course, he does also a lot of other things, but he's here with us today so that we can get into what it takes to run, an empire like that. Larry, thank you for making the time.
Thanks for having me.
I want to go back a little bit in time to when you were starting Larry Casual. What made you choose fashion?
Growing up, I always wanted to be a star. I always wanted to be a star. And I think it was also the lead of the spirit of manifestation that has got me to these spaces. One of the jobs that I've done for the longest time is working with the Miss Uganda Foundation. But you cannot imagine that I saw myself there when I was about 8, 9, 10 years. Yeah. I knew I would be there.
So tell me about that.
I kept track of those events that were happening back in the day. Most of these beauty queens are actually now personal friends that I used to see as a child. And guess what? One day I'm just there and Mama calls me and she tells me, you're going to start working here.
Oh, really? It was just like a random conversation.
Actually, I've never looked for a job.
Are you serious?
I've never applied for one.
Yeah.
I've never written a CV.
Yeah.
I've never written an application letter. I've never been in an HR office. Yeah, I don't know how it works.
Yeah. So what did the early days look like for you?
Well, I started out as a singer, as an artist. I still do sing, but I do lots of backups for different artists. Okay. But I keep it on the low. Yeah. I keep it on the low. So most of people actually, sometimes people are surprised when they see me up on stage holding a microphone, and maybe I'm backing up a different artist, and they're like,
although now that you mention it, I can kind of hear it in your voice. Like, you could bust a tune.
So, in that way, that's how I got to meet the people that have mentored me into the person that I am from then to now. Yes. So I met them through music. Music was my first love. Yeah. Actually, truth be told, I never knew I'd be a fashion designer. Okay. I didn't. But the art to create was there. Yes. For the fact that I'm a third generation designer from my both grandparents, maternal and paternal, my mother, then to me. Okay. Yes. That's lovely. So you're never baby. Can say that again. Yeah. So on that journey, I got to meet Brenda. I got to meet Brenda Nanyonjo. She's a proprietor of Miss Uganda that took me on with her partner then. Her name was Lillian. They taught me so much. Now she runs Lillian Chabachi Clothing. They taught me so much until today. These are people that you'd call at 3 a.m. to oversee something about me, and they'll turn up immediately. Yes. What's like one big, okay, not big, but like one lesson that really sticks with you from your time working with Miss Uganda? You know that thing Mama once said? You might be good at everything, or you might be good at what you do, but you're not the only one. Yes. That's a big one. Okay. You might be very good at what you do, but you're not the only one. Yeah. Yes. So you always
have it in the back of your mind that,
That's why when I get clients or friends, you need to treat literally everyone with respect.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And there's another brand that you worked with.
I worked with Glitz by Nalu. It's Glitz by Nalu. It's an American brand. They had a couple of stores here for a few years, but then they moved back to the US. Yeah, I also worked there for 6 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's then the transition. Now that's how I got to start Larry Kaja.
Yes. Yes. Tell me about working with other brands and kind of apprenticing and working with other people and learning from them. What was that?
Well, I believe every young man needs to fall out under a certain wing. When it gives you a chance to learn, it makes you be part of the process. It prepares you for big opportunities and platforms. There is no way you succeed when you don't accept to be told. Yeah. Life is a process. Yeah. From an early stage, you grow, you get to grow, you understand. So that's how it happens. I do not regret the amount of time, about 7 to 8 years that I spent working with other people. And I must say, I'm very lucky to have been taught by the very best to a level that's why we see our brand stand in the spaces where it is, and it taps where it taps. Right. It's because of that mentorship, that guidance that we got. Yeah. That's why we're here.
I asked that specifically because there are so many people who are very passionate about getting into the creative space and being something and making a name for themselves. But as we know, the industry here, there's no playbook. There's no blueprint that, okay, you do this, then you do this, then you do that. So I wanted to know if you think like it's a good strategy for someone to take to be like, okay, let me go and work at Larry Casual for like 2-3 years, understand how this is before I actually start my own brand. Is that something that you find?
I should say yes to that and a million times and more. There's nothing as good as learning from other people's mistakes.
Right. You know how to make it yourself.
Yeah. Utilize it. And also, it helps you shape you into direction. Then by the time you get to start your own brand or your small business, you actually know where to go and what to do. You understand? Because these people have actually been there before you. So they literally understand the grill. They know how to handle and all that. So if there's opportunity for you to start somewhere, most of these that are out of school, do not try and rush to go buy a sewing machine. Go to, there's one place that I don't like mentioning, go to some arcade because daddy, mommy is giving a bit of capital, open up a shop, start. It's quite tricky.
Right.
There are few of those that have actually done that and succeeded.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are brands that actually skip sync. What is it called? I keep forgetting the English word. Is it not blossoming? Brands that get to pop up, and after they pop up, and before you know it, it's like a one-hit wonder. They're gone.
They're gone. Yeah.
They've not taken time to be part of the process. Just because they've seen Larry Casual doing it, they think they can also just wake up in the morning and do it. It's not how it's done. It is a process.
There's some people who come and they'll look at like your Instagram or Facebook or something like that. And they'll say, okay, so he did this and he went to this fashion show and he went here and did that. And they think that is how it's supposed to be done. But there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. So many losses that they don't see. All those...
Actually, the word is... This generation is full of young people that put themselves on a weighing scale. Actually, to be quite honest, what we give you are filtered conversations. Are filtered conversations. You don't know about our breakdown days. You don't know how many losses we've made. You understand? So it's better to start somewhere so that you actually get to experience all this. By the time you get to start your own brand,
with a bit of a cushion.
Yes, accept to be mentored. By the time you get to start your own brand, it's just a walkover.
There are people who say that, Gen Zs are lazy, they don't want to work, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you have any on your team. Has that been your experience?
I think I got the best experience from where I learned, where I was mentored.
Yes.
My bosses were harsh. And I think I took on the same.
Okay. Yeah, you're no nonsense. Yeah.
It's an A, it's an A. We do not have options to it.
Right.
If you're meant to be the best at it, we are the best at it. That's why actually sometimes I always keep on telling them, the days we came to this space and sat a whole day. So if we have the chance of the opportunity to work, we need to create an impression.
Yes.
If it means leaving at 1 a.m., we shall leave at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. we've left at 4 a.m. so many times, yes. And we have to be there by 7 a.m. Let's say it's a Friday. We are prepping for about 6 weddings the next day. Yes. You leave work at 4 a.m. and you have to be there by 8 a.m. or you have to be there by 7 a.m. Yeah.
How do you deal with those? Not like the scenario of about 6 weddings in one Saturday. How do you deal with, making sure that everyone is set?
Well, prep yourself on time. Make sure that you work with schedules. You work with schedules and also mark them with numbers. If a wedding has about 6 people and the other one has 2, work on the 6 first, then you attend to the 2. But just make sure that by the time you told them that everything's going to be ready, you're ready at that time. Yes. Sometimes it might delay, it might take a bit of time here and there, but make sure that on someone's D-Day, despite the experience, despite the process, they have the product. And in perfect condition, there's nothing as good as the compliment a client gets from maybe their guest, their friend, of, oh, wow, you're smart.
Right. When it comes to, let's say, the D-Day, someone's wedding, you're taking the suits over to that place, how involved should I say, the grooms? Are they like, oh, you'd like him to be around, blah, blah, blah? Or is it like, you can deliver them and they'll take it from there?
Well, sometimes it depends on the ask or the request. And also it depends on distances. Sometimes you're there, sometimes you're not. Because then in the fitting process, people know how they know how to put their stuff together. The men are not like the women, that they usually will need that that immediate help. Yes, that personal touch. Yeah, but where we need to be, we're there.
How big is the team?
We're about 5 people.
Okay. Yeah. 6 weddings. Like the idea of 6 weddings is finishing me because I'm just like,
it happens. Yes. Damn. It does. It has happened.
Speaking of weddings, you crafted Shakib's suit when he was getting married to Sari. Tell me about that whole situation.
Let me start from the drama.
Okay. Yeah.
It's about the wedding is happening the next day. Is it? Yeah, the wedding's happening the next day. It's about 10 p.m. in the night. You're done. Then one demon tells you, we need to steam. We need to press and this suit one more time. Then the entire back gets burnt. The flight is at 4 a.m. You have to look for extra fabric.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. This is the time that I actually saw God walk on water.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best description that I can ever give it.
Right.
Long story short, we pan a bit, we get the fabric, blah, blah, blah. We have everything done. I'm on flight.
Yeah.
I get to Tambo. Getting to the airport, there were 2 suitcases that looked alike.
Somebody took the room.
Someone picked my suitcase.
Yeah.
And
the one that had the suit.
And actually they're flying to Durban.
Oh no.
The wedding's in Joburg.
Yes.
I live in Pretoria.
Yes.
So getting to Pretoria, you open the suitcase and it's a different.
Oh no.
Yeah. I didn't even bother looking at. Yeah, I didn't even bother looking at the tags.
Yes.
Yeah, because I knew my suitcase. I knew what it looked like. Then, luckily enough, this lady calls the airport. They call the flight.
Yes.
They give him the information. Blah blah. There were 2 suitcases. Blah blah. They must have taken mine. And thank God, they actually pushed the reception day to the next day.
Oh.
And guess what? It's the outfit in the opening sequence of the series.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
God works in mysterious ways.
He really does. Because if if it was not shifted to the next day,
man,
how on earth?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay. There's that.
The amount of pressure.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone is saying what they have to say. So.
Did you how did he ask oh, you're here, can I see it? Was that in question? Or?
Everybody knew what had happened.
Okay, yeah.
So we sat down and sipped on champagne and life had to move on. And the wedding had to happen with or without the suit.
Yes.
But like I said, God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. So were you thinking about plan B, let's go to the mall and look for something?
Yeah. We had started looking around. Then I thank God for this lady. The level of courtesy, the kindness. She called us and actually put the suitcase on an Uber. She had not traveled yet to Durban. She was still in Joburg. She put the suitcase on Uber and it got to us.
Okay.
Actually, that very evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's lovely, at least. My goodness. Okay. There's that, which happily it all worked out.
Yes.
But that was a really magnificent suit. The silver of it all. Tell me about how you came about making it and designing it that way.
Well, if you look at, because I'm not the only person on wardrobe on that set.
Okay.
There are quite a couple of them. But look at the other previous episodes and seasons that I'd not been part of. When I got to this one, I'd made a bit of prep, so I knew so and so could produce this could do that and the other.
Yes.
So exactly, it knew what to put together.
Okay.
When it got to that beat.
Okay.
Yes. And we were given a theme.
Yes. What is the theme?
The theme it had to do with if I'm to backtrack and can't remember, it had to be beige and crystals with a touch of white. That's why most of the guests were dressed in white. Gotcha. Yes. Zari loves white.
Yes.
She does. Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't a very long back and forth between you and Shakib. He was just
Shakib is he's a very simple guy.
Okay.
Yeah. He lets you do what you do.
Yeah.
Mostly if he gets with that kind of wardrobe.
Yeah.
It's not streetwear, these are suits.
Yeah.
Yeah. He lets you be.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Tell me more about Young, Famous and African and what you're not saying.
Young, Famous and African is such an amazing experience. I actually prayed to God that every Ugandan creative needs to get into this space and we learn what they call professionalism.
Right.
How things are done from the space of creating to the space of the delivery mode, quality control. Yeah. Everything is stardom like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me an example of something that really impressed you in that space.
The work ethic.
Okay.
If these people tell you it's 5 a.m., it should be 5 a.m. Then if they're supposed to shoot at a certain level of sunrise, and they miss it, they do not shoot.
Yeah.
Because they're very particular to the dot to what they want.
Yes.
Then the number of the crew.
How big is the crew?
It's big. It's big. And everyone is busy putting their hands onto something.
Yes.
The way they help each other, the way they handle, if someone is failing at this, they'll interact with each other. Basically, everyone stands for the other.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we all have a common goal.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not like here where we have,
everyone for themselves and God for us all.
There's that.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But also one person wearing 5 hats and doing, this and that and the other.
It's different. If we're here, in the background there'll be like 6 cameras just for the 2 of us. So when air fails, B-wax.
Right.
Yeah, you understand?
Right.
Then we have different sound kits, the lighting and everything. Yeah, it's quite an amazing experience. Actually, that's why I said I pray for every creative to be in a space like that.
Is there something about your process that changed after you went to South Africa?
After I went for that gig, there's quite a lot that I learned on how to do. Yeah. First of all, how we manage our wardrobe. When you go to those sets, for starters, the studios, Urban Brew is way up there. It's actually Hollywood. Yeah, I should say it's Hollywood in its own kind and its own right. So there's quite so much. Yeah, if I start breaking it down, it will literally take me an entire day breaking
that's
it down.
If there's like one specific thing. You had said like wardrobe management.
Wardrobe management, because that's the department, right? Then also the aspect of working together.
Okay.
If someone is failing at stitching their gown and you're doing nothing, it doesn't take you away. It take away from you helping them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I actually did work alone. Yeah. We were about 4 service providers on that particular set. Yeah. Sean Baja has been on hair. Dana Vince on wardrobe. Has UG actually. Oh yeah. Yes. There's Cider Beauty on makeup. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And I think it's also cool that Zari brought on, Ugandan creatives for that.
Well, besides the recommendation, your work had to speak for you.
Gotcha.
Yes. Of course. Your work had to speak for you.
You have a new space. How, tell me about that.
That space is a miracle space, I should say. We got the space about a few months ago, late last year.
Yeah.
After looking around for the perfect space and we could not find. And that space makes me relate to the story of Ezekiel and the dry bones. If you look at, if you've been onto our social media and you see how we found it and what we transformed it into, it's an actual story of success, and we thank God for it.
How did you know it was the right time to leave?
Well, we had thought of the idea to leave for quite a long time, about 3 years, but we kept on looking for the right space and we could not find. Then imagine that was the very first space. Well, the very first time we thought of the idea, that's the very first space that we saw. And it took us 3 years to actually obtain the space.
Right.
Yes, after being through, other spaces, losing money here and there, then God led us there.
Right, right. I feel like there's so many creativities that
definitely
not being talked about in that space.
Yes.
But I don't know what you're comfortable with sharing, because I feel like it's such a rigorous, activity. Like, and then talking about dry bones, like, was it as fabulous as we see it now, or what was it like?
Well, I'll start from here. As an individual, I'm very strong when it comes to my faith. Yeah. I'm a born-again Christian. And everything that challenges me, I take it to God in prayer. So just one of those days when I started looking out for a space. Like I said, I had seen this space. It was actually a restaurant before, yes. I'd been there for a meal. Then it was such a beautiful space in terms of its location.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's very spot on. When you're driving on Semata Road in Tinda, you can't miss us. So I told, just deep within myself, I spoke to my God and told God, oh, you know what? This space is very beautiful. Why don't I have it?
Interesting.
Then I kept on seeing lots of other places, other spaces, but it was not resonating with my spirit until, like I said, until God led us back to the same exact spot. And it was meant to be ours.
So what were you looking? You were looking for like that thing, that spark that let you know that this is the right place, or were there specifics that you were looking for?
First of all, literally, I and my entire working team, we live on that side of town. That on realization, even our our clientele,
Yes.
they also come from. Most of them come from that side of town. Actually, when we told our clients that we were going to move there, everyone was excited about it. Yes. So it made sense in that way.
Yes.
Then also we needed to grow bigger. It's been 7 years in business. We needed to be, somewhere big and better. That's how we got to get to that space. Yes.
I was going to ask you if any of your clients has, reached to Patimo where you used to be and been like, hey, I'm looking for you, but
Well, there's been a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
But then they also in return they also get excited about the fact that we are on the other side of town.
Closer.
Yes, because it's closer for them. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. There's something about that side of town of late.
Yeah.
I think it's becoming the new Kololo, the new Muyenga.
Right. And
Yes.
it's also like very residential.
Residential,
like
yes. So let's say if someone is going to work, coming town to work, or they're going home, they can easily access us. And when also when you're coming from this other side of town, that's speaking of Kabalagala, Zambia, Munyonyo. Once you use the bypass,
right,
it becomes convenient for you to get there despite the time, but you don't find traffic and things like that. Yes.
Okay. What do you love most about the new space?
Well, I love the freedom to work. Because with the malls, you can't work till late hours.
Right.
But for the fact that you're in your own space, you can do so much with it. It has a little garden where we put our vegetables and herbs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, when you said no limitation with the time that you work, how long does a work day at Larry Casual sometimes end? Well,
it's just like any other business. It's a 9 to 5. But as staff, sometimes you have to hold and finish a few assignments here and there.
Right.
Yes, and the security. So yeah, we're good.
Okay. Would you consider yourself a night owl or an early riser? Are you there like 5 a.m.?
Sometimes I actually get to leave at 5 a.m.
Leaving at 5 a.m.
Yes, and I'm back by 10 a.m.
How?
I think it's a love for that game. I love what I do, and I love being result oriented. Sometimes we fail as human beings, just like any other business. But truth be told, we love what we do,
right,
and we stick to the bone until we achieve success. So yeah, it keeps us there.
I mentioned menswear brand. Would you consider Larry Casual menswear? How would you describe the brand?
Majorly Larry Casual is a menswear brand, but then sometimes you find us styling a few female clients.
Okay.
But these are they're usually celebrities that we've worked with even way before we chose to focus on dressing the man. Yeah.
Okay. What's the biggest difference you see with dressing women and men?
The men, I should say, the men are not so particular with what they want and what they want to wear. So they love to be advised.
Yes.
They accept. Yeah, they let you do your thing. They accept to be guided. Yeah. Then for the women, it's always on the dot. I need this. I need to look ABCD. I need this color. Like the shade is Then someone will come to you and they want to look like a certain model, yet they're not of the same size. And you're like, okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's the biggest difference. And then when it comes to like the creative process, what does that look like? Like making, let's say, a suit for someone, and how does that start? Are you, first inspired by a random idea, or is it a mood? Is it dependent mostly on what the client says? How do you go about that?
Well, when it gets to the design and the fabrics, each inspires the other, and the reverse is true. Sometimes the design inspires the fabric, then sometimes the fabric inspires the design. When it gets to the client, we need to understand what you want to achieve, where you want to go, what you want to achieve, how would you want to look, what kind of impression are you trying to put up? Yes. So, and for the fact that we only have 2 seasons, the fabrics we work with are very friendly. Yes. So we're not limited when it gets to that.
Yes. You have mentioned fabric being something you're very particular about. or the fact that even the Ugandan space does not necessarily have the best kind of fabrics. Have you seen that change over the years, or how do you even navigate?
Actually, I should say it's a wrong perception.
Okay.
That Uganda does not have good fabrics. It only takes an eye of the creative to find good fabric.
Yeah.
Then also, when you pick the fabric out of the market, how do you utilize it? Do you intricate it and turn it around and give it a whole different, all the different elements in order for it to look different? It's not that they're not good fabrics, but it's how we use them.
Okay.
And also having an eye to see the quality of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yes. But they're good fabrics in this market.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm so used to hearing designers talking about, going to Dubai or Turkey or what to get fabrics. I think also especially for like the bridal space.
But even the ones that we use, they come from the same places.
Right.
Yes. They come from Turkey, they come from China, they come from Dubai, they come from India, they come from Hong Kong. So it's just the same.
Yeah.
It only takes an eye for you to see and actually touch and feel. Now that this texture is perfect for the piece that I'm going to create.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is it like something that you like do intuitively, like you just know it that, oh, this is going to work for me? Or is it, specific, you'll be like, oh, bring for me this type of cotton, this type of linen, this type of satin?
First of all, when you're creating, let's say, for example, case in point, when you're going to create a shirt, first consideration, it has to be soft and smooth on skin. It has to be very friendly with skin. Because you can't use tweed to create a shirt.
Gotcha.
Then you can use cashmere, you can use 100% or 80-20% cotton to create a shirt. Yes. So that's how it works.
Okay. Do you do the fabric shopping yourself?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, but we also have like a procurement officer, and also they work hand in hand with the stylist because they know what our brand stands for.
Yes.
But where there's time, I love being the creative. I love getting in touch with my supplier. I also love having conversations with them, also giving them ideas on what to bring and stuff like that.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. I have quite a lot of friends down in Chiembe.
Yes.
Despite the fact that I get to the biggest of our fabrics, I get to travel and shop when the time is there. But where there's no time and where there's urgency, we also have to shop and support the locals.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And they're very good people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. Tell me about what it takes to make a good suit. Like what elements have to be in a good suit?
The cut and the finish.
Tell me more.
Yeah. First of all, when it gets to the cut and the finish, you as a client, you need to understand your body type before you actually go to your tailor, before you go to your designer to create you this masterpiece. And also, you need to understand on where you're going. There's certain colors we cannot take to the office. Or we cannot take to be out for a business meeting, or you cannot take to, you understand? So it has to be very intentional. So in consideration, if you look at, after looking at the fabric, also, is this the color that is meant for me? For example, I always believed light-skinned people don't look good in light fabrics.
Okay.
Yeah, because they conflict.
Yeah.
Your tone, the fabric, then you end up looking like an art piece. Yeah.
Okay.
that's how I see it.
Never had. Yeah.
Sorry, but that's how I see it. That's how I envision it. Yes.
Okay. So the cut and
the finish. The devil is in the detail.
Right.
The devil is in the detail. Yes.
We have to have everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you spot out a badly made suit just like by looking at it?
When you look at the trapezium, there's a way it tends to fold.
Right.
Then also the length of your trousers.
Yeah.
Then sometimes people actually do not tell how fitted or how tight your trousers are. But the major places to look at is your hip area. If your pockets are quite gaping and they have quite an open, that's when you get to understand that you're actually wearing an ill-fitted suit. Yes. Then the headroom at the front. When you try to pass your fist into the suit. It has to be, and it cannot go through. That's a tight fit. Then if it's too wide, then that's also an ill-fitting suit. Yes.
Then your favorite part about creating a suit? The creative process, actually.
Well, it's the selection of the fabric and the linings. How you're going to blend them together, putting the buttons together. Yes, it's a very interesting process. Until you get to the fitting process and realize now, oh, I made a mistake here. This was not the right measurement. This was this and this was the other. That's why we keep on having a couple of fittings to make sure that it actually fits to perfection.
Right.
Yes.
And then the one part of the process that you, if you could do without, you would, which one would that be?
If I would wake up in the morning and say, let there be. Yes. It's quite a hectic process, but very exciting after seeing the final product. Yes, because I have one thing that I always tell my team: you rather lose money than lose a customer. So you can never leave a client to live with an ill-fitted or not a proper item. Yeah. We're not saints. We've had a couple of those so many times. Yeah. So many times. But how do you come around and fix it? Yes. Have you been in that situation where you lost money trying to fix something, like having to, let's say, buy more fabric or whatever? Yeah, not once, not twice. Yes, because the thing is, by the time this client comes to you, they do not need your money. Right. They need the service, they need the product. So it is in your hand and in your power to make sure. There's actually a client at one point where we had to do 3 items. You know, they just, we need to, as a believer, I also believe that sometimes there are bad days in business. Right. You actually come in the right mood, but you do something and do it a couple of times and it fails. Yeah. Yes. So how did you navigate that situation? The client changed their mind after actually seeing that we tried, we had put in, all the effort that we could. And I think they had to find another service provider. Yeah. Yeah. It's so bad that it was a sale lost, because in business, I do not believe in losing sales. You have to make sure, but at least try to go that extra mile. Yeah. Yeah. To make sure that you're putting in the effort. Yeah. It's not just about how much you're going to make, but it's to create an impression. Because when that client goes out there and they're looking good, that's your billboard. Right. Exactly. That's your billboard. So as an industrial player, I thrive so hard to make sure that I create an impression. Yes. How do you deal with those bad days? Like, everyone has those bad days in business. How do you find your center again? How do you kind of pick up after a disappointment of that sort? Pause, rest, restart. Okay. What does pausing look like for you? Because for some people it might be, let me pause, switch off my phone, go out, you do whatever, or stay in the house. What does the resting process look like for you? Actually, we've talked about switching off the phone. I do not advise anyone in business to switch off their phone. When you pick that call, first of all, you manage expectation. Right. I know so many of us have been on that journey. So many of us have. But once you pick that call, 1, you manage expectations. 2, it helps you find solutions. You understand? Yes. And also it helps you not miss out on any other business. But a business, how do you switch off your phone as a business person? For example, we have clients in the diaspora. We are not going to sit down and start having a conversation of time difference is a whole story of another day. But every time you get that call, make sure you have your phone with you, or you have someone that attends to the phone half the time. If it's a personal phone or a business phone, there has to be someone that attends to it half the time. Yes. Okay. So definitely rest does not include you switching off your phone. No, it doesn't. What does it? So what happens is, first of all, take time to react. Because if you react instantly, mostly where there's a fire, a client is dissatisfied with the product and things like that, sit down, relax, calm your nerves so that you know what to say and how to say it. Or else you might end up saying the unspeakable. depending on the fires from left and right, what the client is saying and what you have to respond. Sometimes sometimes actually clients can mean to get to your nerve. It happens because they're also human beings, and they're disappointed, and also a client is disappointed and they're expecting the best from you. So what do? Pause, but also accept feedback once given. Yes. And once you take the feedback, try to, maneuver and correct where it went wrong. If it was the machine, if it was the choice of fabric, next time try to do better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe in second chances.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really trying to get into how do you rest and recoup yourself? Are you a homebody? Do you love watching movies? Are you someone who likes to go on vacation? What does rest?
I've never been to a vacation.
Oh wow!
I've never been to a vacation.
In the 7 years.
Yeah, all my life I've never been to a vacation. The very first time that I tried, that's when I got to understand they're not my things.
Right.
I went on holiday, but before I knew it, in this particular space, I was in the fabric market.
Okay.
Looking at what they have, how do they put their clothes together. I was visiting different designers in that country.
Yeah. Where had you gone?
I won't mention.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're big on fashion. Yeah.
Okay. So you went with the mindset of trying to rest, and then you got back into work. So why not?
Every time, the thing is, every time where I see an opportunity to make money, I'll go for it.
Okay. Yes. So you're not that kind. What type of rest are you having?
Well, I give myself time. Yes. It is that me time. I sleep a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Just rejuvenate, find new energies, get to, feel better about myself. Yeah. And I listen to a lot of music.
Okay. What kind of music do you like?
Well, I'm a Ugandan music lover.
Gotcha.
Yes, okay. Yes. Yeah. But they call it boo-boo. Yeah. So then I also love music that communicates to me.
Okay.
I love relating. Yes.
Okay. Have you ever dealt with creative burnout? That moment where you're just I actually can't do this anymore. I need a minute. Have you dealt with that?
There's been so many of those moments. But I'm also one kind of person that knows how to work under pressure.
Okay.
I do not run away from a problem. I'll stay there. It burns until I fix it.
Sort it out until it's...
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but still, as a human being, I have to rest. Yeah. So it's very rare to see me on a Monday. It's very rare to see me on a Sunday. Yeah. Monday, I'm handling different business, which I also consider as refreshing my mind. Then Sunday is family time.
Okay. How do you go about, setting the standard for Larry Casual and branding it the way that you have, so that people know that, this is the kind of thing to expect when you come to this brand and all that?
Well, as we're branding, we are very intentional. When you come in as a client and we receive you, it ceases just to be about you.
Okay.
Our target is to tap into your audience and also bring them to be part of the tribe. So from the packaging, from, how social media looks like, when you get there, it has to resonate with what you saw online.
Right.
Not like this process of that the people talk about online, what you ordered versus what you got.
Right.
Yes.
Catfishing.
Yeah. So it has to resonate well.
Okay. Okay. And then when it comes to taking on clients, is there a vetting process? Is there, possibility where you're okay, I get it, you have a man, but that world I'm not going to enter into. Is there something like that?
Well, there are days that a client comes to you and they bring you a design of another creative that you actually know. Yeah.
Okay.
We do not take them on.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I know the person that did the work, so I usually recommend the person that did the piece. For example, I have a friend, we're in the same business, he's called JB. At one point I had to call him and actually ask him on where they purchased a particular fabric, because the client has insisted they wanted us to do the piece for them, but we did not have the fabric, and it was with a colleague, so we had to call them and find out on where they got it.
Yeah.
Yes. And we work well together, by the way. Yes.
Okay. It's a good thing, at least, that you guys still
Thank you.
collaborate and stuff like that. Do you remember your first client?
My first client?
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember, I think, the first 10.
Okay.
Mm.
Tell me about the first time someone gave you money to design something.
I had a shirt. I'd gone for a Sauti Soul concert that I made. It was, I told you I'm a chef by profession.
Mm-hmm.
It was a chef jacket inspired outfit made of African print.
Yeah.
And Spiderman saw it and gave me an order of about 10 pieces. Yes. The next time I knew it, a friend of mine gave me a task to design their wedding. I'd not done a suit before.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was very clueless. Yeah. But somehow, somewhere, in the workshop, in there, with the team, we pulled it off.
Okay.
Yes.
So wait, when you were starting, you came all the way off with a team and you're like, I need people, I need all this.
Actually, it didn't start there. Well, the story I'm giving you is from when I was still at Zero and Miss Fix-It.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That was your first.
That was my first. Then more and more kept on coming. Yes. The other one was Andrew Chamagero. I did his wedding and it went viral. I did Salvador's wedding. It was a big deal. Yeah. Those were my guys.
You mentioned being a chef and then going into fashion. You see how they're so different. How did that?
I think it's all creativity and art.
Yes.
Yeah. So as a creative, you maneuver and find your way around.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Yeah. Was it hard kind of putting down the chef's hat and being like, okay, this is actually what I want to do?
I think I always loved the cooking, but I was more passionate about clothing. Yes. Textile was always my thing. Yes. Though I did not see the heart of becoming a designer, though I knew the process from my grandparents to where I am. Yeah. But then also, first of all, it started slowly from learning what to do, then getting to love it. Then it was fueled and geared by passion. Yes. That's how it turns out to be what it is. Yeah. It was just about money, that I'm going to wake up in the morning, start a brand, then I make money. No.
What differences do you see in the industry now versus 7 years ago?
I've been in a space where this country had about only 2 to 3 professional makeup artists. Now they're a handful. I've been in a space where there was only one salon where people if one needed a fancy hairstyle, they would go to that particular salon. Right. There's so many now. Then I love the fact that so many young people are actually getting to embrace this. There's so many institutes that are coming up. Yeah. There's a lot of creativity that's being displayed. I was recently on TV and I was watching, I think it was a teens show. Then a program about prom popped up. I was blown away with what I was seeing. Oh yeah, the prom kids. Yeah. So, and I love the fact that even the parents themselves are coming up to support their children to join this. But back in the day, you'd barely convince someone that you're going to go and do fashion. Yes. Yeah, so that was the story. But the narrative is different. Yeah. And it's very impressive. Yes. There's so many jobs that are being created. Young people also looking up to something. It does not have to be a white collar job. You can use your skills to better your life and even better the lives of others. Yeah. Yes.
What would you tell yourself when you were starting out?
Not to mix business money with personal money.
I feel like there's a story there. What happened?
Well, you get to learn with time. Yeah. Your money is your money. Every creative, you need to learn on how to pay yourself a salary and pay yourself first. Gotcha. Pay yourself first. Yes.
So what happened that taught you that lesson?
Well, it's quite a long story, but
you can tell the long story.
Once you actually don't separate these two, you end up mixing things. Before you know it, you're using fabric money, using your clients' money to do your personal things. By the time the clients get to you, actually do not have their product. Right. Yes. So separate business money from your personal money. Gotcha. Yes.
And then what are you looking forward to when it comes to the future of Larry Casual?
We want to be in a space where you can actually pick a random item. When you think of dressing, you think of Larry Casual. From your night pajamas, your socks, your tie, your shoes. Yes.
So should we expect ready to wear?
A ready to wear line. Yeah.
Ooh.
You already have something going.
Yeah.
But there's quite a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we're meant to do.
Oh, that's exciting.
We've got on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time, Martyn. I don't know if there's any last word that you would like us to go home with.
It's all been said, but I'll still stick with the same. To all creatives, you might be very good at what you do, but you're not the only one.
Right.
Then learn to live within your time. Utilize your time, because where you are, there are those that were there that are not there now.
Yeah.
So if it's your time to shine, maximize it well. Yes.
Okay. I feel like there's so much that we have taken away from this conversation. I'm really, really grateful that you took the time to just come and share with us and be candid and everything.
Thank you.
Okay then, see you guys next week. Bye. If you like this video, make sure to check out the rest of our page because there's so much more for you to see. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.